What's up? We're gonna jump right into this message here. It's not gonna be for the weak. You're probably gonna hate it, but it's necessary. This is a time of introspection and realignment. You have some unrealistic expectations going on right now with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, the Emperor card in the reverse, and the Death card in the reverse. There's something that you were refusing to change, and the universe keeps giving you the opportunity, and you're like, no, thank you, not that. Saturn's in your sign, so Saturn is doing what Saturn does, and he's not very kind. He's kind in the long run, but not kind in the short term. And I feel like every single card that I pulled the fire card here, and it says reckless actions lead to conflict. Okay, you could be dealing with another fire sign, another Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could absolutely be an opposite energy, so take it as it resonates for you. But this is a time to, again, transform your burdens into blessings. You need to alchemize. You have destructive habits showing up in like relationships, addictions, gambling, alcohol, sex negatively impacting relationships, toxic thinking / behavior, and you have a lot of eyes on you. Now the eyes, though, what spirit was showing me was like the seraphim angels, okay, with like all of the eyes. Like, you have to understand that it's not just physical eyes, like it's spiritual eyes, okay? Private eye, I'm hearing. Like, it's there's things that are under investigation that I feel like spiritually, okay? There could have been rushed decisions. If you notice, like fire here showing up. So there's a lot of like, think of a fire. A fire is, so they have controlled fires in like forests to rejuvenate the forest. Like, any of this here is going up in flames right now to bring rejuvenation, to bring transformation, and to bring the transformation that perhaps you've been avoiding here, okay? Especially within like your heart chakra, or change that you've been avoiding, because there's a pattern in your life that has been needing to be broken and met with more love, compassion for yourself, sitting with our feelings, our emotions in regards to, okay, so some of you guys could be, again, your career looks fine, by the way, just letting you know. I see a sign of windfall, a lot of generosity. Your career looks great. I don't see any problem with that, but there's a shift and that needs to take place in regards to like your emotions or destructive habits, your actions that you're taking outside of those things, specifically in your relationships. So your relationship with God, your higher self, your relationship with others, your relationship romantically, okay? Your relationships are kind of under scrutiny right now. They're under, again, I'm hearing private eye. They're under watch. There's a lot of people that can't keep your eyes off of you right now, and your ancestors are here. Like, they want to help you. You definitely need to sage and cleanse, okay? There's a lot of evil eye on you right now, so I would definitely protect yourself, sage and cleanse like any energies. Some of you guys could be going through like a breakup, and if this is not a breakup, again, this is like where you're needing to stop a specific destructive pattern within your life, okay? There's something here about like stonewalling or silent treatments, all right? A separation. Okay, let's shuffle live though. I want to see what all this is about and what comes out live. Dagger, yeah, right away, breaking open the deck here. You've got conflict and danger lie in wait. Okay, so I would not make any split decisions at this time right now. Like, sit down and think it through. Saturn does not reward split quick energy. It rewards thinking things through and seeing things clearly. Messages, please, about Aries. The dagger, it came right back out, okay? This could be in regards to, again, a relationship here. It says the maiden, and it's in the reverse. New relationships blossom. So this could be in regard to a relationship here, Aries. And swords represent alignment, truth, communication. So there may need to be more integrity in your communication is what I'm getting, okay? Or this could be other people around you. Again, flip it if it needs to be flipped. It's just showing up as your guys' energy, but again, flip it. So let's say that there needs to be, there has to be some sort of truth. Let's go. I'm going to clarify that for you guys, actually. I am going to take a moment. Yeah, Six of Cups. You've been doing this. This is a pattern here with you. Two of Cups with your relationships with others, okay? Or again, your higher self, God, the universe, whatever it may be. Service to self is not going to work right now. Six of Swords in the reverse and the Devil card in the reverse. Somebody's avoiding shadow work. Four of Cups, literally avoiding their shadow work. Okay, so basically the shadow, your shadow is chasing you until you confront it. And the more you ignore, the more it's going to chase you. Like, the harder it's going to get to run away from it. Like, what happens in the dark always comes to light is what I'm hearing here. The Tower. What happens in the dark always comes to light. The Tower card. And this is going to catch up to you until it hits you in the face here. So there's a need for shadow work. There's a need for to slow down, to isolate yourself a bit, and, you know, realign yourself to your authentic truth, to your integrity here. Okay, so you can see things more clearly. Messages, general messages, please, for Aries. Right away you have mental health showing up, so things are distorted. They're not, things are distorted right now. Messages, please, for Aries. Someone is cheating, okay? And think about things differently. Recalibrate yourself. All right. Okay. Whether you're cheating yourself out of the opportunities that the universe has, because the universe wants to give you what you want, okay? That is just... It always does. It always wants to conspire in your favor. However, it can't reward reckless behavior. It can't reward you when you're not in your truth. So there is a need for you to recalibrate yourself, okay? Think about things differently. Do things differently. I am going to clarify someone is cheating, though, but this could just be you cheating yourself out of, like, specific opportunities that the universe wants to give you. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, because it's like you're holding back. You're holding on to something so tightly, a certain way of thinking, being, doing, a belief system. It's like you're holding on to it like it's your last breath of air. King of Wands in reverse, and you're not allowing yourself to move forward. We have the Four of Wands. Think about relationships differently, your structure, your belief systems, what you believe in differently. King of Wands in the reverse here. Tell you about somebody's cheating. Four of Swords. And the Lover's card. You could be dealing with a Gemini, okay? Somebody here needs to think before they fucking act. Honestly. I'm hearing like you made your bed, lie in it. Ace of Swords in reverse. And be honest. Like, you're not even telling the truth about a situation. Okay? Or if somebody cheated on you, they're not telling you the truth. You need to better your communication here. Knight of Cups in the reverse. It's not sincere. It's like, how can I benefit off of this? How can I come up off of this, right? Like, whoever's in this situation, okay? So I'm going to just say someone here is a cheater. They cheated in a certain type of way. They're not being honest about it. They're not taking accountability, and they're of service to self. What can I say or do to manipulate and get this person back? What can I... Page of Pentacles here. Messages. Five of Cups in the reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. What can I do to get unblocked? Okay, possibly you might be blocked by something, or it's like the Hierophant in the reverse. The thing is like you weren't loyal to something. Somebody here was not loyal to something. Could be dealing with a Taurus, okay? Nine of Swords in the reverse. And it's like you didn't think things through. Somebody here did not think things through. Six of Swords in the reverse. And you're not going to be able to recover from this. I feel like the unrealistic expectations are in regard to these destructive habits and a specific relationship. Temperance card. Somebody needs to slow down. King of Swords. Communicate clearly. Be honest. Take accountability. It may not change your situation though. Seven of Pentacles. You know what's crazy? Yeah. Ooh, we have you deserve better. You might have been the one cheated on. Okay? And if this person's lying to you, don't just... whoever this energy is, like genuinely, they give me a headache. Like this person is frustrating to be around. I don't know her sign though. You know who this is reminding me of though, but you're watching me pull cards live, so it's not like I can control them. I don't know her sign, and I just found out about a few days ago, but the wizard Liz. And I know for a fact he's an Aries because I watched some, random person make a video about what's going on. Her man's an Aries, and I know for a fact that he cheated. So, I mean, that's kind of coming up in that way. But this is not a reading specifically for her. I don't know her. I don't know anything about her or anything like that. So I don't know how this is going to play out. Let's move on, though. Messages, please, for the general collective of Aries. General collective of Aries. Most important messages for Aries right now. Jezebel, using sex to get what they want from people. Okay. Somebody has an entity attachment, okay, which is making them make really bad decisions. Like this person thinks that they're connecting to God, source, etc. They're not. They're connecting to an entity, okay? And they have this attachment on them. Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah, exactly. They're not connected to spirit here. This person needs like a deep cleanse. Somebody here needs a deep freaking cleanse. Five of Wands, because it's creating a lot of problems and conflict in their life. I'm hearing obsession. Okay, public downfall, Emperor card, and the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is public energy. Typically, it's like everyone, a lot of eyes on you. And then, and again, the eyes, the seraphim eyes, okay? And then you have the Emperor card in the reverse. Somebody abusing their power. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Being overindulgent and self-serving. This is a service to self energy, not a service to, like, others. Two of Wands in the reverse. And tell me about Jezebel, please. Ten of Cups in the reverse and the Hangman. So because of somebody's entity attachment, it's putting their life on hold. The Fool card here. They're making stupid decisions. Five of Wands, and it's creating a lot of problems. Okay. Five of Cups here. And the Judgment reverse. Somebody's mental health is taking a toll here because of the decisions that they make. They're becoming more and more disconnected from their ancestors, from their guides, okay, from what actually matters. And they're becoming stuck in this energy here of, again, they're stuck in like this depression, exhaustion, not feeling right, Judgment reverse. They're not making good decisions. It is because of an attachment, but this person like has to go through and clear their energy. They need to isolate, honestly. I'm gonna go into finances and career here. We have job security showing up again. I feel like this is, can I get the high vibration Aries, please? Can I get good Aries messages, please? Those in alignment. Most important, light bulb. Okay, that's great. And exhausted. Aries, I'm talking to somebody who is feeling very financially drained, lacking viable options. Right now, you need to recharge and regroup, okay? I do feel like you're going to create some sort of new income source. You are going to get this new job. There's some sort of creative work or like you running and operating your own business, being an entrepreneur in some type of way. And that's the path that you're meant to follow. I'm going to choose a different deck here. Some of you guys could be going to school for this, or it's like you're in school right now. You've been working really hard, very dedicated. Some of you guys have been taking like a more traditional path for career and finances, and you're meant to be like a business owner. We have the 10 of Wands reverse and the Chariot card reverse. Yeah. It's kind of like this energy of spinning your wheels, like doing the same thing over and over again and not really getting anywhere. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. and the Queen of Cups. I do feel like your heart's in the right place, if I'm being real with you, though, with the Queen of Cups. Like, I feel like you're good at what you do and your heart's in the right place, but how viable is it? Queen of Pentacles here, Taurus energy, second house, Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is something where it's like gonna suck the soul out of you. Okay, you need to be doing something creative. You could have Taurus in your chart, and you need to be doing something creative, something that allows you to express yourself more. The Empress card in the reverse, because it's like where you're at right now is like the top of where you're gonna be. It's not gonna get any better. Seven of Cups, and I feel like, again, Seven of Cups, you have a lot, you're a very creative person here. The Devil card in the reverse, but there's like this unconscious fear of, well, I won't make it on my own, or not in this economy, or whatever it may be. Knight of Coins and the Knight of Wands. And so it's like you're exhausting. The thing is like you're exhausted because your soul's not happy right now. Tell me about the feeling exhausted, please. The Two of Wands, because it's like split. You need to create a plan, all right? You can keep the job that you have, right? But it's like, so for example, when I was very first starting my business here, like a decade ago, I was also a lifeguard. I was a swim coach. I also had a part-time job at a bar. You know what I mean? Like I had a lot of different part-time energies. And that's what I'm seeing here for you. It's like you can keep your job while still working towards your ultimate goal and your ultimate passion. And I think that that's necessary for you. Yeah, like you can overcome whatever obstacle or rut that you feel like you're in and make more money and bring in more money doing something that you know that you are inherently good at and that you're meant to do. But you've got to be flexible in like your approach instead of staying at a place, again, glass ceiling here. Okay, flexibility says adapt slowly by using versatility, compromise, adaptation, change, etc. Be flexible in your methods and stop thinking that like, oh, this is just as good as it's gonna get, because that's just not the truth for you. Like you are meant to be an inspired, you're a fucking Aries. Okay, you guys are meant to be leaders. You are natural leaders of the zodiac. There's nobody that I would put in charge more than a Capricorn or an Aries, honestly. Capricorn's gonna get shit done, Aries is gonna get shit done. Okay, those are two signs that I would put in charge of anything, work, okay, you know, finances, a business, etc. You guys are go-getters. You guys are inspiring. You're natural leaders. But somebody here, it's like you're not in your leadership energy, and so it's time for you to recharge and realign to that before something just sucks you dry. You know, don't let that energy suck you dry. If you don't, you'll be successful, okay? So don't be afraid to make changes and to adapt slowly, to compromise, etc., and go forward on that. Let's go ahead and see what we got for love life. Messages for love life. Mr. and Miss Fix-It. Chemical Cocktail. Messages for love life for Aries. Oof. The End. And relationship abuse. Messages for Aries, please. Addiction and lightning. Something's suddenly happening, okay? Addiction says codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. The relationship abuse card says notice the red flags that may be emotional, physical, sexual, financial in nature. Let's go ahead and clarify this. Show me relationship abuse. The Sun card and the Knight of Wands. Somebody's risky decisions are exposed. Chariot card, the End. And because of it, somebody's moving forward. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Cancer. Tell me about addiction. Three of Wands. Watching, waiting for change. And Lightning card, Six of Wands. Happening in the public eye. The World card, possibly on the internet. You could have a very public relationship here. Okay. feel like this whole reading needs a fucking redo, dude. Aries, there's a need to not constantly focus outside of you. You need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on your own actions. Okay? You know, look at your shadow. Again, it's a need to look at your own shadow here. There's a relationship in it and you're being guided to move on from this relationship, okay? It's not in alignment with you. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Be grounded. Be practical here. I feel like there's this hope that you're going to get some sort of new beginning. But the more and more that secrets come out, the more this is not going to work in your favor. And I feel like it's just ungrounded. Like, it's not practical. It's just not practical here. There's basically anything hidden in a relationship right now is coming to light. And that's the reason that the relationship is ending, okay? Because it's like the truth is being shown here. Page of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. This was a karmic connection, a karmic relationship here. Eight of Cups, Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Two of Swords. There's no coming back from this. Unless you're a zombie, okay? There's just no coming back from this. Queen of Swords here. Somebody is cutting off the other person and it's done. The end. Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold, being ghosted, Justice in the reverse because there wasn't balance. And the Five of Wands, and there was problems. And again, these problems are coming up to the surface. Knight of Pentacles. This has been a long time in the works, long time coming. Okay. Strength card reverse, Nine of Cups in the reverse. Somebody was fucking selfish, and they are paying the price here. Ten of Wands, and it's a burden. It's like, it's a burden. It's it. And I feel like this is going to be a catalyst moment for this individual where they're forced to transform. They're going to be real surprised that they can't recover from this. And I don't know why. Heartbroken. Yeah, okay. And passion here. There's going to be a lot of healing from this situation. I do feel like you and this person are going to end up having some sort of sit-down conversation to bring closure. All right, eventually. But this person, it's like there's going to be freedom from the toxicity, okay, and from the addiction. It is a karmic relationship. I already said that and called it. Just looked at the bottom of the deck here. It is here. Cassette, this is somebody's pattern. They need to look at this fucking pattern. They need to be real with themselves about who they are. Stop masking and trying to be something that they're not. And again, I feel like this is a catalyst moment. This person is going to learn a major lesson based on their behavior. They're going to be forced to let go and learn to love themselves. And they're going to resent this, though. Somebody in the situation is going to resent the other person. They feel very strung along in a situation. Yeah. And it's like they can't stop. It's like they're overthinking the entire relationship now. So, again, I don't know. There's just somebody here who you fucked up. Somebody fucked up, all right? Abstract reality lies. Yeah, somebody lives in fucking fantasy land. All right, but you can't lie to the divine. You can't lie to God. And the Sun card, the truth is being exposed in this situation. You can lie to yourself, you know, but that's it. All right, so in regards to work, babies, I need you guys to realign yourselves. Stop putting a glass ceiling over you. Know that you deserve so much more. Be flexible in your methods, going after more. Be careful, again, if you are in this toxic relationship here, you deserve so much better. There is some sort of like conflict here. Again, and the conflict is this liar who's living in this abstract reality. All right, You deserve better than that. Let's close this out. Your purpose is to be heart-centered. You are surrounded by support. And orbs, check your pictures. You will see us, okay? Bottom of the deck here is you're meant to help somebody else this week, Earth Angel. Top of the deck here is you will receive clarity soon. So if this truth hasn't come out, it's coming out. And then call upon us for guidance. We want to intervene. Do you remember when I said there's a lot of evil eye on you? You have a lot of energies on you. You have a lot of evil eye on you. I would definitely cleanse yourself. Definitely, definitely. You know, for whatever reason, I'm seeing a float tank. What are those called? I always call them float tanks. They're like those saltwater tanks where you can go and be by yourself. It's like complete darkness. You can't hear anything. Well, unless you choose like music or like stars on the ceiling and stuff like that. There are options, but really, really great for meditation. Gosh, what are they called? I forgot what they're called. I call them float tanks, and if you put in float tank on Google, I'm sure it would come up for you here. But I think that that would be really good for you to help like realign, alchemize. Plus, it's salt water. Salt is very cleansing. So it's like, you know, 2 in 1, right? Aries, that's what I've got for you guys. This was a fucking rough reading, and I hate to be, you know, the deliverer of this. I don't get to really choose the cards though. I mean, ultimately, my readings have been really good this week. So if you got other signs, make sure you watch your other signs. Because, love you guys, though. Good luck. Bye.